Hello everyone, in this lecture we will see some JavaScript output and interaction functions. Let's start with alert. Alert is basically a simple message in a pop-up. So let me show you here. So I'll just open one inspect window. I have opened this browser and if I say here alert and some message, so I'll say this is test message. Right. So it basically pops up and that this is test message is in that body of that pop-up. Okay, and it is having OK button. Now, same way, there is there are some other options which we are having. So second is confirm. Confirm basically it is same as alert, but it is having two buttons. One is OK and second is cancel. So OK is basically returning true and cancel is returning false. So in some cases you want some confirmation, then you are basically using this confirm. Let me go back to my console window and here I will say let I is equals to confirm and here I will say do you want to continue. Okay, so no, so here it is asking do you want to continue. I'll say okay. Then if I print the value of I, so I will say console dot log and print the value of I. So here you can see it returns true. If I repeat this again and if I click on cancel and now if I print this value of I, so I'll say console.log I. So now this time it is false, right? So if you click on OK, then it is true. And if you are clicking on uh, cancel, then it is false. So this can be used in some conditional statement also, right? If you want to clear this window, you can say console dot clear function. So this will clear this screen. Now let us move to the next output, which is prompt. Prompt is basically asking some value at runtime. For example, I want to uh, I want to print here name. So I'll creating one variable let name. So we will discuss what is let and where these variables. And if I say equals to, and here I will say prompt. So prompt and enter your name. Right. So when I run this, now it is opening this text box and the title is enter your name. And here I will say enter your name. If I say Raman, click OK. And now if I say console dot log and I want to print name variable. So you can see it is Raman. So at runtime, you can ask the value through JavaScript function and you can store it into a variable and then you can use that value which is in that variable into your program. So this is prompt. Now console.log you have seen which is basically used for printing in the console window, but mainly it is used for the uh, mainly it is used for debugging purpose. Now there are few things which you want to tell that yeah this is a warning, this is a uh, information, this is an error, so that you can do with the help of the console.error, console.warn, console.info. Okay, so let me go here and here I'll say console dot clear to clear the screen. Now here, if I say console dot log, simply print the value, and now I'll say error. So now if I say error, and if I say this is an error, sometimes you don't want to print the error on the screen, you want to print it in the console window. So here you can print it something like this. Here you can see this is showing like an error. If it is a warning, so I will say this is a warning. And what you can do, you can use console dot and warning, right? So now if I run this, so you can see now the icon is different for the warning. Same way, if you want to just display an information, so this you can say this is an info, and here instead of warning, you can use info, right? So if I run this, so see this is a normal information tag, right? So this way you can use these console.warning, console.error. Again, this is basically info is for information purpose, warning for warning, and error if your program is having some error. Then inner.html. If you are having any code uh, which is or any element which is having some identification, like here I have created one ID of my paragraph which is output. So I want to write some HTML code inside this. So then what you can do in the script tag, you can write document.getElement by ID. So I want to search this element. So output dot inner HTML, and you can write your HTML. It is not only a text. You can add some CSS also if you want to add it here. Now I have a complete example of this. So let's copy this example and let's go back to our Visual Studio Code. And here I will write 01 and underscore. Here I'll say basic outputs dot HTML page. Okay. So here what I'll do, I'll just uh, put that code here. And there is one more which is called the document.write. So document.write is basically printing directly on the document. So that I will show you here. And here you can see we are using some tags like strong tags. So it will show in the bold color. So let us go through this example. So in this example, I'm using a document, means I'm using doc type HTML directly. If you want to write some other tags like head tag is here, right? And some other tags which is by default get created, right? View tags. So you can add those view tags, but I'm taking it very simple. Uh, HTML page. So here what I'm doing, I'm saying it's a JavaScript output example. I'm creating one paragraph tag, and here it is having ID equals to output. Now I'm writing a JavaScript code here. First, it is printing the console, which will say hello from console.log. Second, it will print uh, the alert in a pop-up window. Then it is the confirm. Do you agree? And whatever yes or no, that true or false value will be printed. And prompt, it will enter your name. Uh, so once you enter the name, it will print in the console log. And document.write, it will print it onto the document. And document.getElement by ID, which is basically searching this paragraph ID. And inner HTML, it is saying hello, and that uh, guest, my username I'm getting it from this prompt, point number 4, and guest. At the end, we are having some warning, error, and info messages. So let us save this and let's execute this, right? So you can see this is pop-up, and do you agree? I'll say okay. Enter your name. I'll say Raman and click OK. So all the code get executed, and you can see this is document.write. And here you can see it is printing hello uh, and the username. If I go to its console window, I will go to inspect. And if I go to console, so whatever hello from the console.log, confirm true, user defined name Raman, this is warning error and some information message, and live reload enabled, right? So this is what we get from this HTML message, right? So so I hope you understand these output uh, examples, and we will be continue to use these logs or alert or prompt into our upcoming examples also. So let's move to the next topic, and I hope you understand these things, and we will meet into our next lecture. Thanks for watching.